Hello and welcome. I am Scrapperlock, and this is City of Heroes on the Rebirth server. We are with Quintessence last hour, level 48 Brute, who has 30.8 million in experience, 3.37 or so to go to get to level 49 in our final superpower, which I have no idea what that's going to be. 53 million influence. We've come down a little bit because we finally managed to get enough reward merits. Because of the triple XP weekend, this is sort of the anniversary of the Rebirth server. I guess it's their second anniversary of them booting up. So they gave a few extra draws from the reward decks, and I managed to get enough reward merits to get Touch of Death in Midnight Grasp. So now we're going to be doing even better. It's still almost doing double damage. It's got 43% accuracy, so it's like having an SO and a trainer or something in it. A little better than it was. It's doing 43% recharge time, again, like having an SO and a trainer and recharge. And then it's like having two SOs in endurance cost, so our endurance is going to be even better. We've also got a little bit of extra health from it. A little bit of damage bonus from it, so our damage base is starting at 7% rather than 0. For when we build up Fury, it'll build our damage up even faster. And we are on a story arc for Unai Kemen, who says Portal Corp is still working around the clock to stay on top of the Rupture situation. I've got another Rupture open at Jameson Park. Go over there and deal with it. So we're going to board the train. More outdoor missions. And as we go, guys, I'm going to talk a little bit about my future plans for City of Heroes videos. Yes, you heard that right. I mentioned, I think in the last video, I talked a little bit about this idea of doing Iron Man mode, and I kind of said, nah, I'm not going to do it. And then Triple Experience Weekend happened, and I thought, I'm not going to play Quintessence last on Triple XP, because playing her on Triple XP would have she would be done. We'd be level 50 already. So I didn't want to do that. We're looking for the Rupture, and we'll do that as we talk. I didn't want to do that because I'm enjoying this character and I don't really want her to end, and she will end at level 50. And so I thought, well, there's the portal. Let me see if I can create another character. Defeat all ghosts. Okay, so we have to defeat everybody. So this is going to take a while. So I said, all right, let me make up a different character. I had made up a Stalker, who was just first level, second level, I think she'd gotten through the tutorial. And it was a Ninja Blade Ninjutsu Stalker. Love that archetype, love that power set. And I thought, maybe I could play her. I had my level 9 Psyop, who was my Psychic Stalker, no, Psychic Scrapper. Also like that character. But I thought, I want to play those characters, and I want to play them long term. And with the basic rules with Iron Man mode there are some exceptions, but pretty much when you die, when you face plant in a mission, you're done. You have to delete the character. You cannot continue playing the character. And so I thought, okay, well, it's permadeath, right? So I thought, well, I don't want to play Psyop, which is a character that I like, or Twilight Raven, who's my Stalker, because I want to keep playing them probably to 50. So I thought, well, all right, let me create up a character that I'm not going to mind as much, and these ghosts like running away are going to be really annoying because it's defeat all. But anyway, so I thought, I don't want to lose, I don't want to be unable to play a character I really like. So let me try a Guardian, run triple XP, and I'll just do permadeath, and when the Guardian dies, I'll just stop. And I recorded it, and I started messing around with it. Well, I got him to level 16. I was having a blast playing him. The Guardian is more fun than I anticipated. I was having a lot of fun, and I was having a lot of fun with it being on Iron Man mode, like knowing that if this character dies, I have to stop playing him. Definitely adds a little bit of extra oomph to the session. And a couple times I've almost bitten it, I guess. And I thought we were gonna do. They were gonna do me in. he's on a Vajjalok story arc right now, randomly chosen, right? So there were 3 contacts offered, and they were offered um, by after I did like a police mission, and so there were 3 contacts offered. One against Clockworks, which are pretty good against because he's an electrical melee, electrical or atmospheric or whatever defense, so he's got good defense against energy. And they seem to take pretty good damage from him. So Clockwork's easy, Council sort of trivial, neutral, whatever, but Vajjalok's hard, right? So I said, well, what do we do here? Do we pick the hard one? Do we pick the middle one? Do we pick the easy one? So I actually did down here, there's a decide die roll, right, where you can roll a die. And I said, all right, 1 to 3 is this, 2 to 4 is that, and so on. And so I, by the way, it is incredibly annoying that this is a defeat all and these guys can disappear, and then you have to wait for them to come back. Again, this is another example of basically jackasses designing missions. This mission was just designed to be annoying. Anyway, we've got to make sure we get this guy and he doesn't disappear again, because it's defeat all. So anyway, I was having a lot of fun with it, and I recorded several episodes. I don't talk about other stuff because I'm trying to give it my undivided attention, since of course once we die we're going to stop. I have a couple of rules. I'll explain them in that video. I'm not going to mention them here. One of them that I will mention, because when I was talking to the guy who came up with who's been doing this like on his own stream and told me, hey, why don't you try doing this, when I told him I was about done with this character and I thought I was going to stop, he's like, well, you could do other stuff like Iron Man mode. I'm like, nah, I don't want to do that. Well, so once I told him I think I'm going to do it, it's kind of cool. He said, yeah. So we talked about what he's doing, and I said one of my rules is going to be I can never set the mission difficulty down. So you start at +0. You can't go down to -1 because you start at +0. But if I bring it up to +1, if I decide +0 is too easy and I go up to +1, I can't go back down. And he was like, ooh, man, that's even more hardcore than I do. So he apparently plays around with it. He just can't go to -1. I said, nope. I decided if I go up, and I will go up at some point, I got to stay up. And so that's interesting. Like even this character, I don't do that. When stuff is too hard, I lower it. But also with this character, if she dies, we don't stop, right? So to me, the thing is, if it's too hard and I die, that's the end of the character. Okay, whatever. I mean, I played it to 16 levels, and however much that was fun, and however much more I get is cake, is gravy, whatever. But with something like this character, I have to keep playing her, right? We're going this character's going to 50, come hell or high water, right? So if I make it too hard, and I can't beat the mission, what happens is you guys just have to watch me keep losing, right? To me, that's boring, and I don't think you'd want to see that. And I came back here just to make sure I've got everybody. So it seems to me like it's fine if a faceplant is the end, because if it's too hard, we die and that's it, right? You don't have to keep watching me trying to fight a purple boss that I can't beat, right? It's over and done, one episode finished, right? And you don't have to keep watching me fail, which would not be interesting. And I don't have to keep failing and getting aggravated, right? It's once we lose and go, okay, that's it, we're done. Now, when I started, I figured, it's a Guardian, who cares? But I'm really enjoying the Guardian now, and I don't actually want him to die. But if he does, that's the end of him. And we're just going to have to live with that. Or I am, anyway. So I've never done this before. We'll see how it goes. This guy that was telling me about it and gave me the idea said he's like, I only play that way now. It's like super fun. You kind of make up rules for yourself, and then you try to follow, sort of arbitrary rules that aren't part of the game. You just, you make up arbitrary rules and you try to follow them. So one of them is no trade down of influence, right? Well, I've already played a couple characters that way, right? If you go back and watch Tiger Strike, there wasn't anybody on this server to trade influence down from. She just did SOs. And So it was really funny because we were talking about it, and I said I've never played Iron Man before, but on the other hand, my guild, or my former guild, right, my supergroup, would probably say I've been playing Iron Man all along because they think the way I do this without sets and stuff is hard mode. Right? So they'd say I've been playing on Iron Man all along, but real Iron Man is permadeath. Now this character hasn't died a lot. If you go back, my guess is she's died maybe 10 times, 12 times in 48 levels, maybe a little more, 15 times max. Right, so we only die occasionally, and they don't generally die in the low levels. But she has died. I mean, there have been face plants, even with this character, and she's way harder to kill than the Guardian. And the Guardian's pretty tough because of I guess the secondary I've got for him. He's got resistance to almost everything. I think to everything but toxic, 20%, something like that. He's got I think it's 11% to fire and ice, fire and cold, and 20 odd percent, 22 or so percent to just about everything else, and like 40% to energy. So he's actually doing pretty well. I mean, I was shocked that he got psionic defense. Like, wow, psionic resistance, because almost nobody gets that. But it's in his mez defense. So like, wow, that's really cool. And the electricity stuff, the special effects of electricity are so awesome. So many of the special effects in this game are really cool. And it's one of the reasons why I like playing multiple characters, because I just like enjoying the special effects and stuff too. As you level up, you get some really cool powers and abilities, and they look awesome and they're fun to do. So that's one of the reasons the game has a lot of replayability. Now I'm playing him on a hero, so you're just going to see these same missions over again. But to me, the point of that Iron Man run isn't the missions. It's how, you know, like the story arcs and stuff. Well, whatever the story arcs are, who cares? It's watching to see how long I can go till I die, right? Till the character dies, and we have to stop. So anyway, if you're interested, after this is over, I'm not going to post those while I'm posting these. But after this series is over, which will probably happen in another, I don't know, 8 or 10 or 12 episodes, look for Iron Man mode with the Guardian. And we'll see if people like it. If people like it and want me to keep doing it, I might try it on another character too. Some of it's going to depend on how long it goes. If the Guardian goes to like 43rd level or something, then that might be enough Iron Man, you know. But if we die at like 17th or 18th level, I might want to try it again, you know. So it was super fun to do, even though it's the same missions and everything. It's just another way of thinking about the game, and I really enjoyed it, right? Because normally death is irrelevant in City of Heroes. Another rule I impose on myself is I can use I can take any inspirations I want into the mission, and I can take them out of the email, right? Because I've earned them as rewards, but I can't leave the mission to get more inspirations once I'm in it, right? So that's another tough one, because sometimes you run out. Like, the character was fighting just regular yellow Vajaloks, and they were just roughing me up, and then I got to the end lieutenant with an assistant, and I'm like, I don't have any inspirations here, I hope I can survive, and I did, but barely. And that character doesn't have any way to heal himself, at least not yet. Maybe he will at some point, but right now he does not. All he has is attack and defense, and he's got like an area effect knockdown now, but it took till 16th level to get it, so no real mez either. It's just attacks and defenses right now. Now there were some other options, but I didn't pick them because I was trying to get damage and defense in first. So it's been it was a lot of fun, and so feel free to check it out. Definitely leave feedback whether you find it interesting or not. If the consensus is, well, this is kind of boring because all you're doing is talking about the game and we've seen all these missions before, I'm perfectly happy to stop recording it. I'll probably still play it, but I don't necessarily need to record and narrate it if people aren't interested. So feel free to let me know here whether you'd like it. If the consensus is no, I won't even post it. If you want me to post it, let me know, and you can try it out, and feel free to leave comments there once it's posted. Let me know if you like that as well. Um, and we'll see how it goes. I don't anticipate doing a lot of it, um, but I am going to keep playing City of Heroes, so if while playing it I can make videos that people like to watch and they want me to do it, I'm willing to do that. Alright, so we've got a big chunk of this mission done now, it looks like. Even on +3, these guys aren't really very difficult. Is there a guy over there? Oh, there is. Come over here. I don't normally play games on Iron Man, but then I don't normally get to know a game and get as good at a game as I am at City of Heroes, because I've done it so much. I mean, you can do Iron Man mode in any of Paradox's games, like Europa Universalis and so on, and with Iron Man you get one save, so you can't reload. Like, you can't make save points and see what happens and then reload. And if something bad happens, you're stuck, because it, like, auto-saves every 30 seconds or something. So, yeah, that's pretty brutal. And I tried doing that a couple times, because annoyingly with Paradox games, you can't get any achievements except in Iron Man mode, which I find incredibly annoying. Because sometimes with an achievement, I just want to know if I did the thing. I don't care if I did it in Iron Man. And a lot of people are like, oh, well, there's no point to doing achievements if you're not doing them in Iron Man, because you could just save and reload and cheat, blah, blah, blah. Okay, fine. Make a set of achievements that are only doable in Iron Man, and make the rest of them... I mean, some of them are just things like have 3 children with the same name in Crusader Kings in 3 successive generations or something. Well, who cares about Iron Man mode for that? You can do that easily, right? But I just want to know that I've done it once, right? Like a little checklist. So, I don't know. I don't care if other people see my achievements. I'm not doing it to brag to other people. It's just a little checklist of, again, just like this, with Europa Universalis, okay, you pick a country, you conquer the world. How many more times do you need to do it? I mean, if you watch, like, Arumba's stuff, almost every time he does it now, and for years, he does it as an achievement run. And when he gets the achievement, he stops. He doesn't go all the way to 18, whatever it is, 35 or whatever the end date is. Sometimes the achievement might say, do X by the year, like, 1750, and he'll play it to 1750, and either he does it or he doesn't, but at 1751 he stops, because we either got the achievement or we didn't. So he's only playing for the achievement. And why does he do that? Because he already knows he can take any one province minor or any country, any one province country, anywhere in the world of Europa Universalis, and conquer the world. Because he knows the AI and he knows how to play the game. And it's the same thing with this in City of Heroes. I can take any character I want and get it to 50th level. There's no challenge to doing that, in the sense that there's no question I'm going to be able to do it. I've done all these story arcs. I know I can do them all. Right? Maybe whether you do it on +1 or +2 or whatever, but like, I know I'm going to succeed at this, and it's not that hard, and it's so easy that I can talk about D&D while I'm doing it. So how do you challenge yourself? Well, you give yourself other goals. There are badges, that you can get in here, but a lot of their badges I'm not interested. I don't like. They don't hold any interest for me. Right? Take damage. I'm not going to go somewhere and just stand there and wait to take damage. So I'm setting up my own achievements, and so, Iron Man run and that sort of thing. So I think it's going to be fun. Let me know what you think of it, and I won't talk any more about it here, because this is our regular run, not an Iron Man run. Let us talk to Unai Kemen, who says, thanks for dealing with that dimensional rupture, Quintessence last. I still can hardly believe the villains from all over the multiverse are spilling over to Paragon City. Got a job for you. Portal Corporation located a new dimension. We're calling it Tau Delta 87 for right now. But for TD, interesting, TD 87. I wonder what that signifies. But the first person to explore it gets to choose the official name. If you're up for it, that could be you. Okay, well, if I'm exploring it, it's going to be Quintessence World. Yes, let's explore a brand new dimension. All right, so this is Peregrine Island. Let's just teleport to the mission door. One thing I will say about Iron Man mode that's got nothing to do with what I'm actually doing right now with the other character. Um, I wish I'd thought about it. I wish it had been brought to my attention as a way to play. I never thought of it, right? I wish it had been brought to my attention earlier, because one of the things that I might have been able to do is explore a lot of different characters and not keep doing these same story arcs over and over again, because maybe Quintessence Lass, if she died at level 21 or something, wouldn't have done the Wheel of Destruction and the Scroll of Tieleku, right? Because she might have died and not gotten there, and some other character might have done it. And so instead of you guys seeing the same story arcs over and over again, you might have seen different ones on different characters, because not all of the characters would have gone all the way to 50, and it would have been like, okay, who can we get to 50? And we might have tried a bunch of different archetypes, and maybe it would have been a little more variety. I mean, I can kind of still do that, but now I feel like I've already kind of, played the game to death. And you've already seen, if you've watched all my videos, all these story arcs like 3 or 4 times. And I kind of wish I had thought of Iron Man mode before, and maybe it would have been a little less repetitive and maybe a little more humorous for you guys. One of the things that this guy was saying is he plays live on Twitch. He doesn't record like I do. And I said I don't know how it's going to go over recorded, and I don't. But he said live, of course, his viewers get a big kick out of him getting his butt kicked, right? And all of a sudden he gets jumped in an ambush or something, and he's like, "Oh crap, I'm out of inspirations," and he dies. And there's a lot of like high-fiving in the chat and stuff. They like to see him fail. It's funny, and he laughs. Everybody gets a big laugh out of it. And then he says, "Okay, let's make up a new character." He also does one thing that's crazy to me is he does 24-hour streams. He's doing one for charity next weekend. He's gonna play for 24 straight hours. I was like, I don't know how you do it. He said, "Oh, I just gotta have a lot of food. As long as I've got food, I'm fine." I'm like, there's no way. I would literally be snoring after about 1 in the morning. I would be asleep, and you guys would be watching a camera on me, if there's a camera on me or whatever. My character would AFK out of the game, and I would be snoring. I can't. I'm too old for that. I really am. I said, I said, I can't. I said, if you want to do that, that's great, but I am way too old to do that. I can't. My hand can't take it. My right hand will cramp up. One of the reasons that I don't do like multiple episodes back to back, I sometimes would like to. I get the itch to keep playing, especially this character and my martial arts scrapper, because they're so much fun. Just fun. All of them have been fun. I love the Stalker 2 and like assassinating people. It's just super fun. So I want to keep playing, and I know I can't, because my hands will cramp up and they get tired, and I just can't do it. My eyes get tired, my butt gets tired, my back gets tired. I can't just sit in this chair and play video games for hours and hours. Somebody's talking. Is that a boss? Okay, well, we can fight the boss. We like doing that. So these are +3. Okay. Let's midnight grass this puppy. I am lucky that there aren't any snipers in here to snipe me, because they would have been all over me. Notice though, we've got this boss almost all the way down. We're at full health and endurance. That is the power of the combo of dark melee energy aura. Super great. Yeah, so that explosion, Two, I think if you're in an Iron Man, right, that thing can kill you at lower levels. Please tell me there's a glowy here somewhere. I am not going to defeat all. I will auto-complete this mission. I hate this map. I hear it. Wow, that is a very subtle glowy. Mission complete. Let's head out. Man, I almost missed that one. I heard it rather than saw it. What's going on? It says return to contact. I guess we have to actually physically go to him? That's annoying. Why can't I just call him? Yeah, every once in a while they do that where you have to physically go to the contact instead of call him up, and I don't know why. What's the point of that? Does he have to take dimension juice off my gloves or something? There's nothing left but old nemesis automatons. What happened to the people? So now we have to disable refueling machines. Alright. Alright, we have a little bit of time left, so we'll do one more mission. You know, I think maybe one of the other advantages of doing permadeath is I tend to find the upper levels a little grindy. I mean, they were purposely made grindy. They deground them a little bit, but they're still super grindy. And I've already said I like the first 30 levels best. And so if I'm doing Iron Man mode and getting perma-killed, I'll probably be experiencing levels 1 to 30 a lot. Again, this one guy was saying, oh yeah, I felt bad for him. He said he had this one character, he really liked it. And he, level 35, I think, he said it died. I can't remember what he said happened. He got, caught by an elite boss when he didn't expect it or something and died. And he was like, that hurt. Deleting that character, he said, hurt a lot. Because he was really enjoying the character. Ouch. So yeah, I think I'm going to feel that way about my my Guardian. And the Guardian archetype, it's pretty cool, actually. I have to take back some of what I said about it. I liked it. At least the power sets that I chose. I might have to try another power set and see if it's just generally good or if I just took really awesome power sets. Because it seemed like the defenses in this one, the atmospheric defenses are quite nice. Quite complete. They didn't have holes in them the way it looked like the other defenses that I looked at had. Okay, so mission complete. Hunai. Good work. I'll keep sending the heroes to the dimension until we get the entire planet cleared of automatons. Why are you trying to clear another dimension of automatons? Who cares? Why shouldn't you worry about this planet? You're going to send heroes from our world to a dead world to clear automatons off of another dimension instead of leaving our heroes here to defend us against whatever's going on here. Okay. Alright, guys, I think that's about half hour, so we're going to stop there. Until next time, I am Scrapperlock, and this is City of Heroes on the Rebirth server.